So I got involved in children and people's rights through getting involved with a youth worker and coming to my young carers groups, and then started going to doing the youth forum in Swansea, which then made me able to have a voice in issues that affected me in Swansea, which I didn't realise that actually linked to your rights at that point until we started looking at what the Children's Commissioner's role is, the UNCRC, and all the different articles, and from there then led me on to understanding more about children's rights. So from understanding about children's rights, this has enabled me then to have a say on issues that affect me. So if there was an issue with, like, say, a project that, like a young carers project that wasn't happening or it needed more funding or things like that, I've been able to then go, right, and I'll go to the Children's Commissioner and they can be able to support me in that way, or work with youth workers to support me to be able to access my rights and ensure that services are there to support all young people. And then that is one of the things that I've done personally to access my rights individually. So the main things that have enabled me to access my rights and the mechanisms that have been available to me are going through my youth forum worker, being involved in the youth forum, having youth workers supporting me, and services for young people, but also anyone can help you access your rights. As long as they have an understanding and they're willing to support you to participate in anything that you want to, then if you've got an understanding of rights, you're more likely then to help other young people, and professionals know how to support young people with those rights. So from a young age, I got involved in Funky Dragon, which is the Children and Young People's Assembly for Wales. At the moment is a campaign for the Children and People's Assembly for Wales. And through that organisation, I was able to understand what children's rights were and get involved in a project which was called FUNK, which was Funky Dragon's United Nations Challenge, which then got young people to then ask other young people in Wales the issues that affect them and how well their rights are being adhered to in Wales. I was involved in the whole process of that through getting the questions ready, what was the main thesis, then going to ask young people how well they're accessing their rights, to then doing the analysis and the findings, getting all the information together before then actually taking it to the United Nations Committee on the Rights of the Child in Geneva in November last year. So I was able to go through the whole process and ended up co-writing and editing the whole report, which shows that young people can be involved in from the very basics of understanding what the rights are all the way through to actually making a big difference and showing what Wales is doing to access young people's rights. So organisations and people that are supporting young people, if they have an understanding of children's rights and they're able to effectively support those individuals, through that understanding, if they realise that one of the key articles is Article 12 around participation, getting young people involved in the most small things makes them feel part of the community and understanding, but also they're having a say on issues that affect their lives. And I think participation is a key aspect, but if you're going to get young people to be involved, you must ensure that you feed back to them, because otherwise you're cutting the circuit at the end and the young people will not understand what actually has come out of what they've said. So you need to have the function of getting the young people to have a voice, doing something about it, even the young people being involved in that process, and then actually feeding back to them and saying this is what we've done, and maybe if there's any way that you can develop further. As long as young people are able to access their rights and you find ways in which that you can support them in doing it, it's a brilliant thing, and as long as you feed back to them, that's all that matters really.